Welcome students. Let's deal with another very important topic of the chapter Nationalism in Europe, that is unification of Italy, and I am explaining you about it in little bit detail. Unification of Italy, we all know, it was a political and social movement that consolidated the different states of the Italian peninsula into the single state of the Kingdom of Italy in the 19th century. The process of unification began in 1815 when the Congress of Vienna was held, and it was completed in 1871 along with the unification of Germany. See, Italy, like that of Germany, was also a part of Roman Empire. Napoleon Bonaparte conquered the northern provinces in Italy, established the powerful republics there. And after the fall of Napoleon, we find Vienna Congress was held in 1815, where Italy was divided into 8 states: the Piedmont, Sardinia, Piedmont, Lombardy, Venetia, Parma, Modena, Tuscany, Papal States. See, Lombardy and Venetia were under the control of Austria. Modena and Parma, again under the autocratic rule of Austrian princes. Naples and Sicily under Habsburg. Rome under Pope. And Piedmont, whole of Italy was under the control, except Piedmont, whole of Italy was under the control of the Roman Empire. See the different states: Piedmont, Lombardy, Venice, Parma, Modena, Tuscany, Papal States were under the control of France. Sicily. Then see, Mazzini played a very important role. He was the first person who attempted to unify Italy. He was a great revolutionary. He established an organization called Young Italy, raised the slogan Italy for Italians, and the objective of Young Italy were the following: to drive Austria out of Italy, to unify Italy as a nation, to establish republican system in Italy, to form a new constitution. These were the noble objectives of Mazzini. However, Mazzini failed to achieve his objectives. Then in 1849, Charles Albert, who was the king of Piedmont, Sardinia, declared war against Austria. Meanwhile, in the same year, Republicans revolted in Rome under Mazzini, but this revolt was brutally crushed by Napoleon. In 1852, Victor Emmanuel II appointed Cavour as the prime minister, who played a similar role like that of Bismarck in the unification of his country. Cavour, he was the main person behind the unification. Contribution of Cavour, see. One war took place in 1856 that was known as, this rectified, it's not 1954, it's 1854. Okay, this is not 1954. Crimea war took place during the period of 1854 to 56. Okay, so though you will not consider it 1954, it is 1854. Okay, and in the Crimea war that took place between England and Russia, Cavour supported England and France, so that with the help of England and France, Cavour could be able to achieve. He wanted to seek the friendship of England and France to achieve the unification of Italy, and that is why when the Crimea war was started between England and France on one side and Russia on the other, Cavour decided to extend support to England and France. In 1859, again very important year, Austria declared war against Piedmont and Napoleon sent his army to help Piedmont. Piedmont को help करने के लिए Napoleon ने army भेजी, because at that time Napoleon was supporting Piedmont, because Piedmont had helped Napoleon in the Crimea war. Austria was defeated and the state of Lombardy was conquered. Meanwhile, in the same period, in three regions, Parma, Modena and Tuscany, the people there revolted, and very soon they were also incorporated to Sardinia-Piedmont. In this way, we find that the unification of north-central Italy was completed. Then Garibaldi. If Cavour was the brain of Italian unification, Mazzini was the heart of Italian unification, Garibaldi was considered to be the sword of Italian unification. At one time, Garibaldi joined Young Italy movement in 1833, and he was assigned by Victor Emmanuel II to go to the southern part of Italy in order to free the city of Sicily. Cavour has given the task, and Garibaldi has formed his organization that was known as, see, Red Shirt. Followers of Garibaldi were known as Red Shirt. And see, in 1860, Naples and Sicily were liberated by Garibaldi and his Red Shirts. And like that of Garibaldi, like that of Mazzini, he also wanted to set up a republican state in Italy, which was not fulfilled at that time. See, then in 1866, the famous Battle of Sadowa took place. Victor Emmanuel II gave military help to Prussia against Austria. Battle of Sadowa took place between Prussia and Austria. And this time, Sardinia-Piedmont decided to help Prussia. A treaty was conducted according to which Austria was defeated in Battle of Sadowa, we have discussed, and by the Treaty of Prague. Not only Prussia gained territories, but Austria also had to cede Venetia to Italy. So, Battle of Sadowa proved beneficial not only to Prussia but also to Italy. After the defeat of Austria, he had to cede Venetia to Italy. So Italy got Venetia after the Battle of Sadowa. And then just after 4 years, Battle of Sedan took place. We all know in the Battle of Sedan, Napoleon was defeated. Napoleon III was defeated of Prussia, and Prussia got all the southern states of Germany. And in this way, the unification of Germany was completed. But in the Battle of Sedan, Italy also, Sardinia, Piedmont, whatever you say, also got benefit, and the position of France after the Battle of Sedan became very weak in Rome, in the Papal States, and taking advantage of the weakness of France, Sardinia, Piedmont easily occupied the only remaining state, that is the Papal State, and thus, like that of other states, Papal States was also incorporated into Sardinia, Piedmont. So we see the first phase, Lombardy was incorporated. In the second phase, Parma, Modena and Tuscany were incorporated. In the third phase, due to the effort of Garibaldi, Naples and Sicily were incorporated. In the fourth phase, Venetia was incorporated. In the fifth phase, we find finally, after the Battle of Sedan, taking advantage of the weakness of France, Rome was incorporated into Italy. In this way, we find that after the Battle of Sedan, the unification of Italy was completed. So the Battle of Sedan was very historical, was very significant in the history of modern Europe, because it has prepared a way for the unification of both Germany and Italy.